The Kaji family may look like the happiest family on YouTube, but behind those smiles there is a dark secret that they have hidden from the world. Loann and Shion Kaji may not be the type of people they show themselves to be. With a criminal past and allegations of child labor and exploitation, the real side of this family will shock you. If you don't know who Ryan's World is, he is basically the richest kid on YouTube, making almost $50 million in 2018 to 2019 alone. Ryan has the YouTube world in the palm of his hands, with one of his videos sitting at 1 billion views. He has 37 million subscribers and around 60 billion views on his channel.
You're on track to be a teenage billionaire. How much does Ryan get to keep of all this?
Oh, be careful, Ryan.
People recognize me and be like, hey, you're Ryan. I just realized that you're famous.
What's been the biggest sponsorship that you've said no to?
Millions of dollars. We lost revenue of 70%.
I just pushed through.
You're the first creator ever to have a Macy's Day Parade balloon and to have a product in Walmart that sold over $1 billion.
To just go from just a regular immigrant family and then now full-length feature movie, that's a big step.
If like Ryan were to call it quits, what would happen?
What started as an innocent child having fun with his toys turned into $1 million empire fueled by his parents' greed and relentless pursuit of fame, using Ryan as a cash cow with complete disregard for his social life. Ryan's parents keep manipulating their son for profit. This makes many wonder whether Ryan is making these videos against his will. The origins of this story go back to Loann and Shion's backgrounds. Born in April 1984, Loann and Shion, now known as Loann Kaji, and her family fled Vietnam as refugees after the Vietnam War. They fled for a better future and landed in Houston, Texas. Loann had to face many hardships that came with fleeing to a new country as a refugee. Problems like language barriers and financial difficulties. This period of her life shaped her character for years to come. It gave her a reason to prove herself, fueling her drive to turn her and the family's life around. Despite everything that had been going on, her parents pushed her to pursue her career ambitions because they believed that Loann's good education could be the key to a better life. Shion Kaji, born September 13, 1987 in Tokyo, Japan, is the son of a microchip executive. His father's occupation likely influenced him to get into engineering. He moved to the United States in high school and later attended Texas Tech University for his undergraduate program. He quickly adapted to American culture but still kept his Japanese heritage. Shion liked spending his free time playing computer games and especially card games like Magic, the card game. This interest in games and passion for it made his peers gravitate towards him. He got popular on campus very soon, where he would eventually meet Loann. In 2002, Loann Kaji, who was 18 at the time, was arrested for shoplifting clothes worth just a mere $92 from a JCPenney store in Houston. The Harris County Criminal Court could have jailed her for 60 days, but decided to fine her $150 with a 6-month probation period. She was also required to do 40 hours of community service and submit to random urine tests. But Loann did not comply with this. On May 4, 2003, Loann was arrested by police for breaching the probation order. This led to her being sentenced to 60 days in prison in the Harris County Jail, for which she served only 30 days. This knocked some sense into Loann, and she started trotting back on the path that she had strayed from earlier. Loann decided to become a teacher and got into Texas Tech University, a university where she would find her soulmate. On the other hand, Shion had completely settled into the new environment and was pretty popular on campus. In 2009, the couple met through mutual friends at a hangout. They developed a bond which would mark the first step towards the empire they had yet to create. By the end of 2009, the couple had grown inseparable. Although Shion graduated from the university with an arts and science degree, they stayed together, and in 2011, Ryan Kaji was born. Little did Ryan know that his life would be completely different from that of a normal kid. Loann's entrepreneurial spirit and keen observation of the growing trend of YouTube content creation sparked an idea that would change their lives forever. Inspired by popular channels like EvanTube HD, Loann saw potential in creating engaging content for children. Recognizing Ryan's natural charisma and love for toys, the family launched the YouTube channel Ryan Toys Review in March 2015. The channel's concept was simple yet innovative. Ryan would unbox and review toys, sharing his genuine reactions with an audience of young viewers.
Well, Brian been watching YouTube ever since he's little, and he started watching other kids on YouTube. And one day he just come up and asked me, you know, can we start a YouTube channel? There's other kids on here. It looks like they're having fun. Then I started watching YouTube videos with him, and it really did look like the family on there, the kids on there were having a blast together. So I thought, why not? We can use it as a fun experience, bonding experience together. So decided to just take him to the store and then just ask him what toy do you want to play with? And that's just how it got started.
A couple of months into the channel's creation, a video in which Ryan reviewed an Easter egg from the movie Cars hit it big. The video, as of today, has 1.1 billion views. Seeing an opportunity, Loann quit her day job to work full-time for the channel. This marked the beginning of their popularity. By 2016, the channel had grown to 4 million subscribers with 6.5 billion total views. Ryan became the 8th highest paid YouTuber on the Forbes list. But this rapid success came at a cost. Loann and Shion began to see Ryan not just as their son, but as the face of a brand. His childhood transformed into an industry that would generate millions for his parents. Eventually, what once was just a YouTube channel grew into a multi-million-dollar company, with multiple other channels, a mobile game, a movie, a Nickelodeon show, and even their own line of toys. Ryan's toy review turned into Ryan's World. Despite amassing generational wealth and having enough money to retire early, Ryan, who is turning 13 soon, is still caged by his parents. He is forced to create videos in which he has to act way under his age for the financial gain of his parents. Ryan's enthusiasm has plummeted since the channel's early days. His complete disconnect is visible in interviews and videos, but despite that, he has no other choice. This makes many people wonder how long Ryan will keep playing this character.
999,999, 1 million. Morning workout complete.
In a recent interview with John Yushai, we get a closer, more unfiltered look at the Kaji family.
So, YouTube production, we mainly handle it, and we produce over probably 20 videos each week.
Each week?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not all of them has Ryan.
Yeah.
That's what you're wondering.
Throughout the interview, Ryan's family controls the whole narrative, not letting Ryan speak for himself in an interview that is for him. His parents talk a lot about doing all of this for Ryan and keeping his needs above all else. Yet, it never seems like Ryan's consent matters to them. This interview is a prime example of that.
Expand the brand without putting too much stress or pressure on him.
Yeah. Ryan, did you realize all the things that your parents were doing to help set this up? For me, I'm like, my daughter's gonna know about every diaper that I changed. Even though I didn't change as many as my wife, she's gonna know what she grew.
The majority of Ryan's answers seem very choreographed. He can be seen nervously answering while he keeps looking at his dad. Who knows what conversation they are having through their eyes? That aside, Ryan's whole demeanor in this interview does not resemble that of a normal teenager. He looks visibly disconnected. While an average teenager is a bit more enthusiastic, Ryan looks like he wants to go home. His responses to questions in this interview are very generic. This gives us some insight into how Ryan is being controlled by his parents to act and say exactly what they want him to say. Critics have raised concerns for Ryan, saying he needs to retire from making videos now. He can diversify into other forms of content that are more fit for his age. However, the majority of the channel's targeted demographic revolves around children, which means that a shift to a more mature form of content can result in them losing a huge chunk of their audience and revenue.
You're on track to be a teenage billionaire doing YouTube. But I remember being your age and just changing my mind every day in terms of what I wanted to be when I grew up. You know, I wanted to be an astronaut, then I wanted to be an NBA player. I'm curious, what do you want to be when you grow up?
When I grow up, I want to be like an animator. I think it's really fun to do because the drawing, and then at the end you get to see the whole thing and see what you've worked on the whole time. And sometimes I can see the drafts first, and then after I can see the full thing. And it's really cool to see how it changes over time.
His family has set aside Ryan's ambition and career goals since birth. As a key figure on the channel, Ryan does not have the freedom to explore any other ambitions or desires. He is not allowed to act on his own, even in the slightest. The parents keep on manipulating him to do their bidding, subtly influencing his choices and decisions so that nobody can really tell if he is just a puppet for them.
Is there a day where the YouTube channels will be fully animation? Ryan, are you going to keep making YouTube videos, given your interest to be an animator and maybe go behind the camera, as you get older?
I think I will keep going for a while, yeah.
Yeah, what do you guys think, given Ryan's interest in animation and drawing, and that takes a lot of work behind the scenes, and sometimes it can be hard to be on camera at the same time. How do you guys think about the future of the channel, and how much of that relies on having a human component as your kids get older?
One thing we're thinking about is we want to make sure we cater toward the existing fan. 5 to 8 years old already our core demographic.
This was the first time Ryan showed some genuine enthusiasm in the interview when asked if he would pivot towards becoming an animator. However, that stare from his dad struck down all hopes he had of becoming an animator. Shion also explains how their core demographic consists of kids aged 5 to 7. This is another way of them admitting that despite our son being old now, he has to continue to be used as the face of the channel so they can cater to the audience. Losing Ryan means losing their careers for them. Many people wonder why Ryan is still appearing on the channel despite being in his teens and the Kaji daughters being more suitable for the type of content they produce. Kids in their teens undergo massive personality changes after hitting puberty. Ryan seems no longer interested in the content he has to make, but the Kaji family is scared of the plunge in views and revenue they may face if they rebrand the channel and start focusing it on their daughters.
He might not think, I don't know how he feels about college, but we have expressed that that's the goal that we want for him, is to attend college.
Yeah, ultimately he
So,
decides,
yeah,
and we
yeah.
never really push him to do anything
Right,
that he doesn't
but-
want to do. But we think it's a great opportunity for him to go to college and just meet with his peers who have the same interest. We want him to experience that, so we continue just kind of showing him that side of the good side of the going to college, continuing education. But ultimately you decide. Maybe the world's different by the time you grow up, so we'll see.
Despite the bold claims by Ryan's parents wanting him to go to college as an end goal, it doesn't seem like they will make him quit making videos anytime soon. If Ryan leaves, the whole company risks being crumbled. Everything from this company, be it the games, toys, movies, or YouTube videos, is deeply connected to Ryan. He is the sole reason that those things sell. The Kaji family needs to develop a solution quickly to ensure Ryan's personal needs are fulfilled while balancing the corporate side. In this era of YouTube, the incurable disease of irrelevance hits quick and hard. What measures will the Kaji family take to prevent it from hitting them? Let me know in the comments. In a Reddit post on our family vloggers and more, a user expressed his discomfort with Ryan's parents exploiting him for views and fame. The user seems more disappointed in the audience that glorifies this content and calls for everyone to hold Ryan's parents accountable for their greed and exploitation, stating that Ryan is a mere puppet who does as he is bid. One of the users went as far as saying that the parents need to be arrested for abuse, while Ryan needs therapy and the freedom to speak out on his experiences working for the channel. I agree with many of the things in the post because Ryan is at an age where he should be allowed to experience the life of a teenager, go to school, and have fun with his friends. Ryan's parents keep gatekeeping his adolescence in an attempt to make more and more money out of him before he is no longer fit to be the face of the channel. This can be a catalyst for irreversible developments in Ryan, something which he will be unable to fix later on in his life. The story of Ryan's world is a testament to how parents' greed can become a nightmare for their children. The constant thrusting of Ryan and his siblings into the spotlight may make them richer and more successful, but how long will it take them to realize that his happiness should be above everything? No amount of money will be able to fix the damaged relationship he may develop with his parents. A bond that started out good can turn into hatred, which is something money won't fix. If you love this video, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.